Oh yeah,
Round and round, round they go.
I get around. Still clown with the underground when we come around.
Round and round, round they go.
Stronger than ever. Back to get.
Omar, I'm very happy to be able to talk with you. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. How you doing?
I'm great. will.i.am from the Black Eyed Peas used to say that many stayed in the shadow of Biggie and Pac. You played with Tupac in the movie Juice. What do you think about that statement, and what relationship did you have with him?
Well, one, I had a great relationship with Tupac. I mean, we came up as little pups, as I like to call it. You know, we were both in our first movie, and we had such a blast. Um, you with the statement that you said, will.i.am said, the people stay in the shadow of Biggie and Pac. I mean, I think that every generation we stand on the shoulders of giants, right? Because before Biggie and Pac, you had Big Daddy Kane and Rakim and LL Cool J and KRS-One, and then before those guys, you had Grandmaster Flash, and so every generation progresses. I I I haven't spoken to him specifically about that quote, but the way that I interpret it is that Biggie and Pac spawned like a whole new generation of people. And then obviously you got to throw in Jay-Z in there. But then when you skip forward past Jay-Z, you got to throw Lil Wayne in there. And then, so it's art. So it keeps progressing. So in a sense, I get what he's saying, but I think that every generation has their version of that.
Okay. I'm a very big fan of Tupac. Could you tell me how was him on the set of Juice?
He was amazing. I mean, we were having so much fun. We were kids. No, we didn't know what we were doing. So we were just happy to be on the movie. And we had to learn how to be professional. And Ernest Dickinson, who wrote and directed the film, helped us learn that process. But at the same time, Tupac was recording his first album. So while we were doing Juice, so his level of the commitment to his artistry was on a different level. But he was a wonderful human being, and I like to tell people, I'm like, imagine if Tupac had an Instagram or or something
Crazy.
like that, a TikTok. I'm like, but he's one of the smartest people I'd ever met. And, so young. He was so well read and a true artist in every sense of the word. And what a lot of people think about Tupac, they don't realize that his whole body of work happened within 6 years. And that's like, when you think about it, that's unbelievable. So
Yeah, that's crazy. You played with him, so do you think he would have had a great career in cinema?
for sure, I think he would have gone on to do great films. But I also think Tupac would have went, I think, into like community politics, really heavy. Because he came from a revolutionary background, and with all the things, the tumult that society's been going through, not just as of late, but like back in the '90s, I think he would have been outspoken against the system, if you will, and he had millions of people. He would have had millions of people behind him, so I think he would have started like grassroots organizations. He would have been galvanizing people to vote all the way back then, and for all we know, he could have been a Senator Tupac Shakur or something like that.
It would be beautiful. He could have changed so many things, the world, but he helped change consciousness. So even if he's not longer here, the mission is accomplished, I think. So, Omar, thank you so much for this interview. That was a wonderful moment, really.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.